Good morning. Today we're going to talk about safety equipment on a boat. As we prepare to take the boat to Catalina, we're just making sure that all of our safety gear is good. It's an 80-mile offshore trip, and you don't want to get 40 miles out and have a problem. So we will show you what safety equipment we have on board. So the first thing you will notice as we're sitting at the helm of our boat is right above us, within reach, attached with Velcro, is a life ring. In the event we have a man overboard issue, you can simply pull on the Velcro right here. The whole life ring will fall down. We've got a line attached to it here that we will secure to the boat, and that way we can send the life ring out to someone who may need it. You'll also notice right here that we have a strobe light, so that if it happens in the evening, at night, they simply twist the top of that strobe light and it will blink and makes it much more visible at night. One of the things I told Chuck when we got this boat was, make me safe. Boating can be a very unforgiving mode of transportation, and I just wanted to make sure that should the unfortunate happen while we're out at sea, that we're safe, and it just simply becomes an insurance claim. So we've purchased a ditch bag here. You'll notice that I put our name and the name of the boat on the side of the ditch bag. Again, it also has a strobe light on it to make it easy to see at night. And I'm just going to go over a few of the things that we keep in this ditch bag to ensure that we are safe at all times. The first thing I want to talk about is probably the most important piece of equipment we have, and that is our emergency locator beacon. It's called an EPRB. And this is incredibly important to have on board. Should this unit get wet, it will send a signal to the U.S. Coast Guard of our position, the last known position when this got wet. That way, if we are unable to contact anyone via VHF radio, this will do the contacting for us. This is a vital piece of equipment on the boat, and I think every boater should have one. The next thing I want to talk about is the personal locator beacon. That is similar to the EPRB, but it is smaller, and there's a lanyard. You can attach this to your physical body. That way, if you get separated from the boat, you can still be found. Both of these beacons are made by ACR. This one's called an Aqualink. And again, I think these are should be required pieces of equipment on any boat. The last thing I want to chat about is our handheld VHF radio. We will take this. This stays in the ditch bag in the event we get separated from the boat. And the nice thing about this is it floats. It's made by Standard Pacific, and it will display our position, our latitude and longitude on the display here, so we can radio that in the rare event that our EPRB or our personal locator beacon did not fire off and did not report. So we really have several redundant systems to do the same thing, because I can guarantee you, if you're floating out in the middle of the ocean and your boat has sunk, you don't care how many systems you have, as long as they all work, somebody will come and find you. On a final note, the ditch bag that we use here is also made by ACR. It's the same company that makes our personal locator beacons. You can see there are little pockets over here, so you can remember where you put things in here. It's nice and open in the middle, it's padded, and it floats. So in the event that you need it, it will also provide additional flotation. Everything that I showed you here goes into this ditch bag. And one thing that we made sure that we double checked was after we have the ditch bag fully loaded, we put it in the water to see if it actually would still float. If you overload your ditch bag, there's a chance it would sink, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So we just double-checked and made sure that we put this thing overboard with a line attached to it in the event it decided to sink, and it did not. It floated. So that's a very important thing to test with your ditch bag. You'll notice I just put on our offshore life jackets. These are great life jackets to have. We got them from Mustang. It's a Mustang Survival life jacket. They're lightweight. You can work with them. They're very easy to maneuver when you have them on. And the beauty of these is that should I end up in the water, these will automatically inflate. There is a CO2 cartridge in here that will inflate the life jacket immediately should it get wet. So if I happen to fall off the boat or am rendered unconscious, the life jacket will inflate and keep my head above water. It's also brightly colored, so you can find it. Again, we will have personal locator beacons attached to these as well.